Welcome to another episode in our economics policy series. Today, we're diving into one of the most important concepts in monetary policy, the federal funds rate. This is the interest rate that influences nearly every other interest rate in the economy, from your mortgage to your credit card. Understanding this rate is key to understanding how the Federal Reserve manages the U.S. economy. So, what exactly is the federal funds rate? It's the overnight interest rate at which banks lend their excess reserves to other banks in the U.S. banking system. Think of it this way: banks are required to keep a certain amount of money in reserve at the Federal Reserve. At the end of each day, some banks have more reserves than they need, while others fall short. The federal funds rate is what banks charge each other for these very short-term loans, typically just overnight. Why do banks need to lend to each other overnight in the first place? There are two main reasons. First, banks must maintain minimum reserve requirements set by the Federal Reserve. Second, every day brings fluctuations in deposits and withdrawals, which affects each bank's reserve balance. Banks with excess reserves can earn interest by lending to banks that have temporary shortfalls. This creates a continuous market for overnight lending that keeps the banking system balanced and liquid. Here's an important point. The Federal Reserve doesn't actually set the exact federal funds rate. Instead, it sets a target range and then uses various monetary policy tools to influence the market rate so it stays within that range. For example, the Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, might announce a target range like 5.25% to 5.50%. The actual rate that banks charge each other typically falls somewhere within this range, based on supply and demand in the overnight lending market. The Fed has three primary tools to influence the federal funds rate and keep it within the target range. First, open market operations, where the Fed buys or sells government securities to adjust the amount of reserves in the banking system. Second, interest on reserve balances, where the Fed pays interest to banks on their reserves held at the Federal Reserve, which sets a floor for how low the rate can go. And third, the discount rate, which is the interest rate the Fed charges banks for direct loans. Together, these tools give the Fed powerful control over this crucial interest rate. The federal funds rate matters for two critical reasons. First, it affects all other interest rates in the economy. When the federal funds rate changes, it creates a ripple effect that influences mortgage rates, auto loans, credit card rates, and business lending rates. Second, it's the Federal Reserve's primary tool for guiding economic policy. By adjusting this rate, the Fed can either stimulate economic growth or cool down an overheating economy to control inflation. The impact of the federal funds rate on the economy works in two directions. When the Fed lowers rates, borrowing becomes cheaper. This encourages businesses and consumers to take out loans, spend more money, and invest in growth. This stimulates economic activity and can help during recessions. On the other hand, when the Fed raises rates, borrowing becomes more expensive. This discourages excessive spending and borrowing, which helps cool down inflation and prevents the economy from overheating. It's a delicate balancing act. Rate decisions are made by the Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC. This committee meets 8 times per year, roughly every 6 weeks, to review economic conditions. The committee includes 12 voting members from various branches of the Federal Reserve System. During these meetings, they analyze extensive economic data including employment figures, inflation rates, GDP growth, and other indicators. Based on this analysis, they determine whether to raise, lower, or maintain the current target range for the federal funds rate. Let's talk about how the federal funds rate affects everyday people and businesses. For homebuyers, mortgage rates typically rise or fall in response to changes in the federal funds rate, making homes more or less affordable. Credit card holders see their variable annual percentage rates adjust, sometimes within just 1 or 2 billing cycles. Businesses face higher or lower costs when borrowing money for expansion, equipment, or operations. And savers benefit when rates rise, as savings accounts and certificates of deposit offer better returns. Everyone is affected by this single rate. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways. First, the federal funds rate is the foundational interest rate that influences all other rates in the economy. It's the starting point from which other rates are derived. Second, the Federal Reserve uses this rate as its primary tool to manage economic growth and control inflation. It's the main lever they pull to guide the economy. And third, when the Fed changes this rate, the effects ripple through the entire economy, affecting borrowing costs for consumers, businesses, and governments alike. Understanding the federal funds rate is essential for understanding modern economics and monetary policy. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.